It was Wine's birthday. The party was lavish in every possible regard. The gourmet food prepared by only the best of chefs. But for her, this was all but natural, as a treasured kid of such a wealthy family. The lavish birthday party was held in a lush garden, with a stunning pool and fountain as its centerpiece. The decorations were extravagant, featuring crystal chandeliers hanging from the trees and colorful balloons everywhere. The dining area has a long banquet table for multiple courses, upholstered chairs, and an impressive wine cellar. A decadent four-course meal was served, including lobster and caviar. Between the crowd, she spotted him, looking at her. Jungkook, with his sharp features, piercing gaze, and captivating smile. She approached him with a smile. He was the CEO of a huge fashion enterprise. One. Hello, Mr. Jungkook. I'm really glad you were able to come to my party. Now that she was closer to him, she would notice his chiseled jawline and flawless skin. Jungkook. Of course, Miss Wine. I'm glad I'm here too. His answer made her blush. She was then taken by surprise when he gave her something. What's this? She asked. Jungkook. Your gift, Wine. He kept smiling. She looked at the gift and realized it was a hairpin. It was covered in diamonds and it looked to be made of pure gold. It really surprised her. Wine. Thank you, Jungkook. This is the best gift I got today. In fact, it was the only gift she received so far, but that made her the happiest. She always had a crush on Jungkook, but was too afraid to confess to him. The rest of the party went as planned and she had a lot of fun. The best part was when everyone was cheering her on to blow the torches on the cake, then started clapping for her after she did. It was now around evening and everyone was starting to feel tired and leaving the venue. It definitely made her sad seeing them leave, but she knew it was impossible for the party to go on forever. One of her friends approached her as she was drinking a glass of champagne. Emma, do you want to go shopping, Ryan? She nodded, really needing an outing right now. Of course, where do you want to go? Emma, well, there's a new store that opened downtown. Do you want to check it out? Her friend looked visibly drunk. She hadn't visited any such store before, but she was not in a mood to go to usual place either. She finished her glass, then left the venue with her friend, and they both got in her limo. Reaching the store, the two had their time looking around. The dresses were extremely pretty and of great quality. One dress above another had its own shine and uniqueness. Emma, that crush of yours, he was looking really handsome today. She teased Wine, wiggling brows, who rolled her eyes, but obviously, the red on her cheeks told she was flustered as hell. Wine, shut up. He's handsome always. Emma, oh, but the way he looks at you, as if he can't stop smiling. God, I'm getting butterflies. Wine, oh my god, Emma, stop being dramatic. However, one of the dresses caught her eyes. It was a cocktail chiffon dress. She grabbed it and examined it. The fabric was top tier and the dress was very sleek. Wine, I'll try this on, she told Emma and went to try room. The dress fit her perfectly. She was surprised to find such a gem and already imagining ways to wear it in front of Jungkook. Deciding to buy the dress, she took off the tag, tossing it away, and took a picture of her in the mirror. Fine, I'll take this. She gave the dress and the torn off tag to staff member who looked at her weirdly. Fine. What? I'm buying it. She gave the cashier her card, but it was declined by the machine. Furrowing her brows, she gave another one, but it gave the same response. Fine. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong. Just a minute. Emma? She called her, who was half asleep on the couch. Give me your card. Emma. What card? What? I didn't bring my bag. She thought of just leaving the dress and exiting the store, but now that the tag was gone, she couldn't. Fine. I'm sorry. I'll just call someone. She started to panic. She would never remove the tag if she knew something like this would happen. The security guard noticed that the dress didn't have its tag on. Hey, stop right there. He approached her angrily and took the dress from her. We don't take kindly to thieves here. She looked around her and noticed that everyone in the store was looking at her, which made her feel so humiliated. One, I said, I'll call someone. She tried to defend herself, but she realized she was not convincing anyone. The security guard took the dress from her and pushed her to the ground. She didn't know if it was intentional or not, but more and more people started to look at her, even from outside the store. She hated being here. She already had a great birthday party, so she should have just gone home. Security guard, call the police. She closed her eyes and was about to start tearing up from embarrassment when she heard his voice. What do you think you're doing? It was Jungkook's voice. Opening her eyes, she saw Jungkook standing in front of her, extending his hand. She wiped her eyes because a few tears managed to escape, and took his hand and stood up. Jungkook, now you explain to me what is going on here. Staff member, sir, she took a dress and removed its tag. Now she doesn't have any cash and her cards are not working. Jungkook, and you are going to call the police? Security guard, sir, it's obvious she was here for a theft, trying to take the dress in all the rush. One, no, Jungkook, I was not. You know me. I told them I was going to call dad. This is too humiliating. Jungkook, you're fired. Along you. He pointed at the guard and the cashier. Security guard, sir, we were just trying to. Jungkook, you are paid to handle such events. Not every customer is a thief. If you are unable to understand and do your job properly, this place doesn't need you. Jungkook turned his gaze upon her, which made her get a bit scared. But he smiled warmly at her. Jungkook, are you alright, mine? His voice calmed her and gave her a little relief. She was then surprised to see Jungkook taking out his card and paying for the dress himself. Putting a hand on her waist, he took the dress and left with her, getting in his car. while he asked one of his car to take Emma home, who was already asleep on the couch by now. Wine. So, this store is part of your company, Jungkook. He was able to fire the people, so it must have been. He looked at her with the same warm smile, which made her heart flutter. Jungkook, yes, fine. I'm really sorry you were treated this way. Wine, it's fine. It was not your fault, and I shouldn't have removed the tag before. Wine, Jungkook, I really. She stopped when she felt his fingertips caressing her cheeks, wiping the dry tears. He was too close, and at this point, her heart was going to jump straight out of her ribcage. His eyes made an intense eye contact, and in that moment, she didn't remember what happened in the store or why they were even there, as if the world around them disappeared and goosebumps started to dance on her skin. Jungkook, you look beautiful while smiling. Fine, I get that a lot, she teased playfully. Jungkook, too bad, I should have a chance to look handsome too. Vine, you already are. Her words got stuck in her throat once again when he tugged her hair behind her ear and moved even closer to her. Jungkook, but I believe I'll look even better having a beautiful lady up my arm. The space between them almost reached to a dead end. She felt his hot breath against her face. Jungkook, will you be mine, Vine? Mine to hold and mine to adore. She didn't know this day will come like this. She always dreamt about this, but it was too sudden for her poor heart. Holding his coat, she kissed him, which he returned without wasting a beat. Taking yes as an answer, he held her close to him and savored the moment and the lady in his arms he adored so much. Once the two pulled away, he kissed her jaw again and smiled when he saw her wearing the pin he gave her. Jungkook, will you go on a date with me tomorrow? She nodded, trying her best to keep her excitement hidden, but clearly failing to do so. Wear the dress you just bought. I'm sure it will look perfect on you. One, I think I'll have to be careful about those from now on, since Mr. is clearly an expert in fashion, and I can't. He kissed her again. Her eyes were shining, and he laughed at the sudden surprise on her face. Jungkook, it's not the dresses making you look beautiful, Wyatt. It's you who gave life to them. Wine, I see. You're good at what you're doing. She blushed, pushing him away, and he was more than proud of his accomplishments.